What? I have my coffee. I have my migraine pill. Being so close to these lights is probably not great for my migraine right now. But this migraine's been brewing for hours anyway. If the medicine works, it should take care of it. I just got out the wash, so my hair is messy. What time is it? It's 6:33 in the AM. I got like an hours of sleep, and then I painted a bit and did some dishes I didn't get around to doing last night. But anyway, I was thinking about this topic of trauma dumping because I was in a stream like not yesterday, but probably the day before. I don't know. It probably still counts as yesterday because it was like yesterday early in the morning, like late night, early morning, when I tend to stream. The days get funky with me. Anyway, so someone was asking me like really personal questions, and I just don't think anything about it because I just tend to like answer questions. It was like about like trauma stuff, and people in the chat didn't really weren't interested in like hearing about that, so I figured I'd make a video instead for the people that are like interested in knowing about like that side. Um because I do know that there's like in BDSM, in the BDSM community, there's like a lot of people that have trauma in that community, but thinking about it, I don't think I've ever had anyone get into the whole trauma dumping side of it. I think that people just like deal with it um in whichever way they can through like BDSM communities and BDSM activities, and there's like this unspoken like um agreement that damn near everybody in the community probably has some kind of trauma that they're dealing with, and that could be like their outlet or like how they work through it and stuff. For me, it's more like a outlet. It helps take my mind off of things. um so yeah. hmm. I don't feel like recording this like over and over again, so I'm just gonna like go through it. But I am struggling with a migraine, so if my wording and my thoughtage isn't working correctly, it's because of that. I did already take like, this is my second med of the day. I missed one yesterday, so that's probably why. Because I fell asleep early just for an hour, and I'm on like a monthly shot and 3 meds a day for just the migraines. Um, so anyway, I have touched on the subject in some of my videos because I was thinking about it, talking with friends and everything, like how do I approach this subject, because it is kind of like it's not uncomfortable to me to like get into like the overall, like I was abused when I was a child, and I've been abused like damn near, I would say, my entire life. Different kinds of abuses, different places. Like I've been through physical abuse, sexual abuse, like emotional abuse, psychological abuse, financial abuse, legal abuse. Um, what else is there? Uh, I don't know. It's a lot of different kind of abuses, but I've been through it basically, and I've been through it, and um it's a lot, but like I could say about that much, and then I don't get into the details because like with trauma dumping, I feel like ever since I learned about secondary trauma that people could get, like specialists and stuff like that that work in that kind of specialty, the trauma specialty, that they could get like secondary trauma just from hearing about stories like that over and over again. And like, so I've been just very like, I don't feel like talking about it, and it's something that's been recurring throughout my entire life. I'm sorry, gotta cut something out. But anyway, I've heard you gotta talk about it, and it'll make you feel better and stuff like that. And because like people have been aware of the like situations that I've been in my life, and I've just always been someone to just like push it off. And I guess that's why like I have the mental issues I have now. Like I'm in therapy for it, and my um mental health specialist would like me to like talk about it more, but like uh been pretty resistant. I believe they said that I went like 2 years without saying anything, and it was like, I guess it got to the point where like my psychiatrist basically called me a coward for not wanting to talk about it. And I thought that was pretty harsh at first, but I was like, he's right about it. That's like the difference between I can't understand. That's the difference between like New York mental health specialists, is they could be like brutally honest, um, and straight and upfront and to the point and everything like that. And I think that sometimes we need that kind of like harsh reality check, that like we're not gonna get anywhere in therapy the way we want to if we don't do the things. So I've been doing the things, and this is part of doing the things. And also, it's not just because of the mental health stuff, for myself specifically, but it's because like I feel like it's a big part of the BDSM community, but like not a lot of people talk about it. Like, um, I think specifically for me, like I do have like hypersexuality as like one of my personality traits, and I love it and everything, but um hypersexuality has like some side effects that are like not very good. And I think because of my hypersexuality, it's just kind of led me to getting more traumas. So I'm trying to, I think eventually I'm going to bring that up in like therapies. And um the reason I haven't is because I know I've done my own research, and like the first thing they like request is that you like abstain from sex. And I can't do that. I can't like, I mean, I haven't like had sex with like other people specifically, like in person, like maybe online. Hell yeah. um I I love it actually. So like I don't want to give it up. Even they won't even let you masturbate. Like that's like a huge thing for me. Like I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. That would be a challenge. That would hurt me inside. That would feel like torture, honestly. So I don't know. I don't think I'm ready for that. But I do um want to try and prevent more bad scenarios, and like have less chaos in my life moving forward, because I am 40 years old and I am like so over having so much chaos and traumas in my life and everything. So um yeah, so like as far as trauma dumping goes, I don't think I've ever had like a situation where people like dump traumas with me during like sessions or like even out of sessions, but I know that people appreciate like me talking about it. um I don't think I could ever get to the point of dumping traumas online, but if I feel more comfortable with it, like right now I don't feel comfortable enough with it, but it's because like to me it's a lot, like it's a lot, and I feel like it would be a lot for other people. And I know that when I get questions like that, and like when I'm streaming and everything, like if I've been abused and stuff like that, because my streams tend to be like kind of like sexual themed more often than not. um because like with my hypersexuality, it's just, I guess I just give off that aura, and I don't hate it, you know. But it's like I know when people are just asking to troll, or I know that people are just asking because they get off on the trauma dumping, or they like want to see my reaction to certain questions. So like I know, and I just like answer the questions, but I haven't like taken in mind that it makes other people, other viewers that are watching my chat uncomfortable. And that's why I'm making this video, so that people could be like, if they want to know like um about the traumas that I've been through, the kind of traumas, um they would be able to like reference this video, or maybe like another one that I make further down the line, possibly, maybe, no guarantees. uh because I'm still working on that. Like I don't know, I feel like I don't know how to trauma dump correctly. Like I do trauma dump with like really close friends that I know that can handle it, but with like, you know, just random people, I don't know if I could do that, because I know that it could like negatively affect people's psyche, and the last thing I want to do is like pass on more traumas. um so yeah, especially like nowadays, like I was going through Twitter, and oh my god, um there's the Palestinian thing going on right now. It's like all Palestine, and like all my Twitters is like all adult content, and then all Palestinian stuff, um, and traumas and scenarios and scenes and politics, and then back to adult content. And I feel like that's kind of like how my life is. It's like trauma and then adult content, and then trauma and then adult content. And it kind of like summarizes my life like that. So, um, yeah, like, does a question that I get pretty often is, has my experience with the traumas while I was younger like had this effect on me where it caused my hypersexuality? Like possibly, maybe, but at the same time there's a lot of people that have gone through similar traumas that have come out the complete opposite. I think not so many people end up being hypersexual. So possibly, maybe, most likely, it had this effect on me to um, influence or have me develop the way that I am today. So, I don't know, that's something that I'll have to continue going through therapy to really find the answer to. And I've been told that therapy is going to take me a really long time. I don't really want it to take me a really long time, so I'm trying to speed it on like as fast as possible, because I've already been in therapy for a really long time, like mental health in general. It's been like 20 years. So, Yeah, I feel like everybody has a bit of trauma in their lives, and at least a bit. It's like a very traumatic world to be in, to be honest. And I feel like ever since people have been talking about PTSD more, there's been like more and more like um, trauma stories online that I think it's even like created like this fetish for people listening to like trauma stories. Um, so that's what I think about that. So yeah, in short, that's gonna be like my little thought on trauma dumping. I'm not gonna get into the details today, but maybe someday if I get far enough in therapies, maybe I will. That is all. Bye. So another thing I wanted to touch on that I didn't, um, and I watched playback and I wanted to add in is that with traumas in BDSM, I know that like a lot of people have developed their fetishes due to their traumas. And I think that applies to me with like, well, I more than know that applies to me when it comes to like pain. Like, I love pain. I love different kinds of pain. I love to experience different kinds of pain. Um, like with my tattoos, I had to know like everybody that complained about this tattoo hurt the most in this area. I had to get like the tattoo in that area to see how much it hurt. You know, that's just an example. Um, and I know like as part of like my therapy, I'm in EMDR right now. Um, for traumas, for PTSD, for DID. So like in parts therapy, um, you have to like figure out which kind of parts are attached to specific traumas. And I'm not there yet, but I do know that like I have this part, I call it like my masochistic part, and I have to like, that part tells me is that it's hard to explain, but that part tells me that like in order to make it in this world, you have to learn to love the pain. And so by changing my perspective of, oh my god, this is painful, to like loving the pain, then it hurts less, you know? It's more enjoyable. So that's kind of how it works for me in my head. And so, like, that's why I think I'm so attracted to pain. Well, that's why I know that I'm so attracted to pain. But I also have like a sadistic part, you know? I'm sadomasochistic, so I'm both. I like giving and receiving, you know, um, different things, including things like pain. So I do have like a part that likes giving, and I have a part that likes receiving. Um, I just kind of go with my moods, and that's something I think I say often enough. Um, and that's all I wanted to add in. So that is all. Bye. I just want to apologize for the lighting because I know it was like atrocious. It's 9 o'clock now, and I was just like um, editing the video, and I saw that the lighting was really fucked up. It's still kind of fucked up. I don't feel like changing it, but this is the original hour. I wanted to film so that you guys could see me more clearly, but whatever, who cares, right? I don't care. Oh well. But yeah, bye.